Hello my friends and welcome. Today's video is different. It's longer, slower, and deeper than most things you'll find online. This is not a video about quick motivation, it's not about success hacks, and it's definitely not about pretending life is easy. This is a long conversation, the kind we rarely have anymore. A conversation about 2026, about where we are going, about who we are becoming, and about whether the life we are building actually feels like ours. If you are listening while walking, resting, or sitting quietly, that's perfect. There is no rush here. Why talk about 2026 at all? You might be wondering why we even talk about a specific year. Why 2026? The truth is, years themselves don't change us, but reflection does. A year becomes meaningful when we pause long enough to ask, what am I doing with my time? What am I avoiding? What matters more now than it did before? 2026 represents a moment where many of us feel something shifting, not loudly, not dramatically, but internally. Aims versus targets, the core framework. Before anything else, I want to make one thing very clear. An aim is not the same as a target. An aim is about direction. It answers the question, what kind of person do I want to be? A target is about execution. It answers the question, what will I actually do? Many people have targets without aims. They work hard but feel empty. Others have aims without targets. They dream but never move. In 2026, I want both. Aim 1. Clarity, the most underrated goal. One of my biggest aims for 2026 is clarity, not certainty, not control. Clarity. Clarity about what I want, what I don't want, what drains me, what gives me energy. Most exhaustion is not physical, it's mental. It comes from living a life that doesn't match who you are. Targets for clarity. To support this aim, I set these targets. Regular self-reflection, writing honestly, not performatively, asking myself uncomfortable questions, reducing external noise. Clarity doesn't arrive suddenly. It emerges slowly when you stop lying to yourself. Aim 2. Inner stability. In a chaotic world, inner stability is priceless. In 2026, I don't want to be emotionally controlled by news, social media, other people's opinions, constant comparison. I want to be steady. Not cold, not distant, steady. Targets for inner stability. Emotional awareness, fewer impulsive reactions, more pauses before speaking, learning to sit with discomfort. Stability is not the absence of emotion, it's the ability to hold emotion without being ruled by it. Aim 3. Self-respect. Self-respect changes everything. How you speak, what you tolerate, what you accept, what you walk away from. In 2026, my aim is to live in a way that earns my own respect. Targets for self-respect. Keeping small promises to myself, speaking honestly even when it's uncomfortable, not abandoning myself to please others, choosing long-term peace over short-term approval. Self-respect is quiet, but it is powerful. Aim 4. Health as a relationship. I no longer want to treat health like a project. In 2026, health is a relationship with my body, with my energy, with my limits. Not punishment, not extremes, care. Targets for health. Gentle, consistent movement, better sleep hygiene, listening to my body, eating with awareness, not guilt. Health is not about control, it's about cooperation. Aim 5. Time awareness. Time is the only resource we never get back. In 2026, my aim is not to fill time, but to respect it. Targets for time. Weekly planning, fewer automatic yeses, more intentional rest, reduced mindless scrolling. Time awareness is a form of self-love. Pause and reflection for the listener. Let me pause here. As you listen to this, I want you to ask yourself one question. What feels misaligned in my life right now? Don't answer it out loud. Just notice what comes up. That awareness is the beginning of change. End of part 1. This is only the foundation. In part 2, we will go much deeper into discipline, fear, identity, career, money, relationships, consistency, failure, comparison, and in part 3, we'll talk about meaning, legacy, habits, long-term thinking, and how to actually live these aims in 2026.
Discipline has a bad reputation. For many people, the word discipline feels cold, harsh, even aggressive. It brings images of punishment, pressure, and force. But in 2026, my aim is not discipline that hurts me. It's discipline that supports me. Because real discipline is not about being strict, it's about being reliable. It's about becoming someone you can count on. Why motivation is not enough? Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. Some mornings you wake up full of energy. Other mornings, even getting out of bed feels heavy. If your life depends on motivation, your progress will be inconsistent. In 2026, I don't want a life that only works when I feel inspired. I want systems that work even when I feel tired, bored, or uncertain. Targets for discipline. Here's what discipline looks like for me in practice. Waking up at roughly the same time each day. Working in focused blocks instead of waiting for the mood. Ending the day knowing I showed up even imperfectly. Resting on purpose, not collapsing from exhaustion. Discipline is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters repeatedly. Aim 7. Fear as a signal, not a stop sign. Fear never disappears when you grow. It just changes its voice. In the past, fear used to stop me. Fear of saying the wrong thing, making mistakes, being judged, wasting time. In 2026, my aim is not to eliminate fear, it's to listen to it without obeying it. Understanding fear better. Fear often appears when you are stretching beyond your comfort zone, when you are about to do something meaningful. You care deeply about the outcome. Fear doesn't always mean danger, sometimes it means growth. Targets for working with fear. Acting even when I feel unsure. Speaking even when my voice isn't confident. Trying without needing guaranteed success. Letting myself be seen imperfectly. Courage is not loud, it's quiet persistence. Aim 8. Identity-based living. Goals fail when they don't match identity. You can say, I want to write every day, but if you see yourself as someone who never finishes things, your actions will follow that belief. In 2026, my aim is to build my life around who I believe I am becoming. Shifting identity through action. Identity doesn't change through affirmations alone, it changes through evidence. Every small action is a vote. When I show up, I vote for I am consistent. When I speak honestly, I vote for I am authentic. When I rest when needed, I vote for I respect myself. Targets for identity shifts. Acting in alignment with values, not waiting to feel like the person I want to be, letting actions define self-image. You don't become confident, then act. You act, and confidence follows. Aim 10. Career with meaning, not just status. Career is deeply personal. It affects self-worth, daily energy, identity, freedom. In 2026, my aim is not just progress, it's alignment. I want my work to feel meaningful, not just impressive. Moving away from external validation. For a long time, many of us chase titles, recognition, approval, but approval fades quickly. Meaning lasts longer. In 2026, I want to ask, does this work reflect who I am? Career targets. Continuous learning. Improving communication. Developing skills that compound over time. Saying no to paths that feel wrong, even if they look good. Success without alignment feels empty. Aim 10. Money as a tool, not an identity. Money carries emotion, stress, fear, comparison, security. In 2026, my aim is not wealth for status, it's financial calm. Redefining financial success. Financial success is not looking rich or impressing others. It is knowing where your money goes, sleeping without anxiety, having choices. Money targets. Budgeting consistently, saving automatically, learning basic financial literacy, spending intentionally. Money should support your life, not control it. Relationships that feel safe and real. Relationships shape us more than almost anything else. In 2026, my aim is not more connections, it's better ones. Connections where I can be honest, I don't feel drained, I don't need to perform. Letting go of unhealthy patterns. Sometimes growth means distance, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. In 2026, I want to release relationships that require me to shrink. Relationship targets. Listening fully, communicating clearly, setting boundaries without guilt, choosing quality over quantity. Healthy relationships are not perfect, they are honest. Aim 12. Consistency over intensity. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 month and underestimate what they can do in 1 year. In 2026, my aim is not dramatic change, it's steady progress. Targets for consistency. Small daily actions. Restarting quickly after breaks. Forgiving myself fast. Staying patient. Consistency is built on compassion. Pause for the listener again. Let me pause and speak to you directly. You don't need to fix everything at once. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to decide what matters most now. That's enough.
One of the biggest lies of modern life is this: if you are busy, you are successful. In 2026, my aim is not to stay busy, it's to stay meaningful. Busyness fills time. Meaning fills life. You can spend your whole year rushing, replying, reacting, producing, and still feel empty at the end. I don't want that anymore. What meaning really feels like? Meaning is quiet. It doesn't always look impressive on social media. It doesn't always bring instant rewards. Meaning feels like doing work you respect, helping someone without being seen, choosing what matters over what is urgent. In 2026, my aim is not days that feel full, just full. Targets for meaning. Saying no to things that drain me, spending time on what aligns with my values, measuring success by inner peace, not applause. If my days feel meaningful, my life will follow. Aim 14. Habits that shape my future self. Your life in 2026 will not be built by goals alone. It will be built by habits. Small actions, repeated daily, often unnoticed. That's where real change happens. Why habits matter more than goals. Goals are destinations. Habits are vehicles. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. In 2026, my aim is not dramatic resolutions, it's boring consistency. Habit targets for 2026. Morning routine that starts calmly, daily movement even if short, regular reflection, not constant distraction, evening shutdown to protect rest. I don't need perfect days, I need repeatable ones. Aim 15. Mastering time without controlling it. Time is the one thing we all share and the one thing we all waste differently. In 2026, my aim is not to control time, it's to respect it. How time slips away. Time disappears through mindless scrolling, saying yes too often,
multitasking without focus, living on autopilot. None of these feel dangerous in the moment, but together they steal years. Targets for time use: single tasking instead of multitasking, creating space for deep work, protecting mornings and evenings, scheduling rest like work. Time doesn't need to be managed, it needs to be honored. Aim 16. Emotional maturity in daily life. Growing older does not mean growing wiser. Wisdom comes from reflection. In 2026, my aim is emotional maturity, not emotional perfection. What emotional maturity looks like? It looks like responding instead of reacting, naming emotions without being ruled by them, allowing discomfort without panic, apologizing without defensiveness. This is not weakness. This is strength with awareness. Emotional targets: pausing before speaking, asking instead of assuming, letting feelings pass without clinging, choosing calm over drama. Peace is a skill, and it can be practiced. Aim 18. Self-respect as a daily practice. Self-respect is not confidence. It's not loud. It's not arrogance. Self-respect is what you do when no one is watching. In 2026, my aim is to treat myself as someone worth caring for. Signs of self-respect: keeping promises to yourself, resting without guilt, setting boundaries calmly, speaking kindly to yourself. You teach others how to treat you, but first you teach yourself. Targets for self-respect: ending self-criticism quickly, choosing long-term well-being over short-term comfort, acting in alignment with values. Self-respect builds confidence naturally. Aim 19. Simplicity in a noisy world. The world is loud. Opinions, trends, advice, pressure. In 2026, my aim is simplicity, not a simple life, but a clear one. Creating simplicity. Simplicity comes from subtraction, not addition. Less comparison, less clutter, less overthinking, more focus, presence, clarity. Targets for simplicity: fewer commitments, clear priorities, intentional choices, calm environments. A simple mind sees further. Aim 19. Contribution over consumption. We live in a culture of consuming content, opinions, entertainment. In 2026, my aim is to contribute more than I consume. Why contribution matters. Contribution creates meaning. It doesn't have to be big. It can be teaching, sharing honestly, helping quietly, creating something useful. Contribution targets: sharing knowledge, supporting others without expectation, creating value, not noise. You don't need millions to matter. You just need intention. Aim 20. Long-term thinking in a short-term world. Most decisions are made for comfort. Very few are made for direction. In 2026, my aim is long-term thinking. Questions I want to ask more often: will this matter in 5 years? Does this move me closer to who I want to become? Am I acting from fear or intention? Short-term comfort builds long-term regret. Long-term thinking builds quiet pride. Targets for long-term thinking: investing time in skills, building health slowly, protecting relationships, choosing patience. Progress that lasts is usually invisible at first. Aim 21. Defining my own version of success. Success is personal. Borrowed definitions create borrowed lives. In 2026, my aim is to define success for myself. My version of success. Success looks like waking up without dread, working with focus, laughing often, sleeping peacefully. Not perfect days, honest ones. targets for personal success, measuring progress internally, celebrating quiet wins, ignoring unnecessary comparison. Your life doesn't need to impress others, it needs to satisfy you. Aim 22. Ending the year proud, not exhausted. When December 2026 arrives, I don't want to feel relieved it's over. I want to feel proud, calm, grateful, not burnt out, not disappointed. What that requires: sustainable pace, regular reflection, gentle ambition, honest rest. You don't need to sacrifice yourself to succeed. A message to you, the listener. If you are listening to this and feeling overwhelmed, pause. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply becoming. 2026 does not need to be perfect. It needs to be intentional. Final reflection for 2026. Aims are not pressure. Targets are not punishment. They are direction. You don't change your life in one moment. You change it in small choices made daily.
When people hear the word legacy, they often think of something huge: fame, money, recognition. But legacy doesn't start at the end of life. It starts in ordinary days. In 2026, my aim is not to leave something grand behind. It's to leave something honest. What legacy really means to me. Legacy is how people feel after talking to you, what habits you pass on, the example you set quietly. Legacy is built when no one is applauding. Legacy targets for 2026: being reliable, being kind under pressure, keeping my word, choosing integrity over convenience. If someone remembers me as calm, fair, and sincere, that is enough. Aim 24. Creating daily routines that support my life. Big dreams collapse without daily structure. In 2026, my aim is not rigid routines, it's supportive ones. Morning intention. Mornings shape days, not with productivity, but with tone. In 2026, my mornings are about silence before noise, direction before reaction, intention before obligation. Even 10 calm minutes matter. Evening closure. Evenings close the loop. Without closure, stress carries into sleep. My evening targets: reviewing the day without judgment, preparing gently for tomorrow, letting go instead of replaying. Rest is not laziness, it is preparation. Aim 25. Mastering my inner dialogue. The voice inside your head is the loudest voice you hear. In 2026, my aim is not positive thinking, it's fair thinking. Changing how I speak to myself. Not, "You always fail," but, "This was hard and I'm learning." Not, "I'm not good enough," but, "I'm improving." Inner dialogue targets: catching harsh self-talk early, replacing judgment with curiosity, speaking to myself as I would to a friend. Your inner voice shapes your confidence more than the world ever will. Aim 26. Failure as information, not identity. Failure is unavoidable. What matters is interpretation. In 2026, my aim is to see failure as data, not definition. Why failure is necessary. Failure shows what doesn't work, where growth is needed, how resilient you are. Avoiding failure means avoiding growth. Targets for handling failure: reflecting instead of reacting, adjusting instead of quitting, learning instead of labeling. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Aim 27. Patience with my own timeline. Comparison steals joy. Everyone has a different pace, background, and path. In 2026, my aim is patience, especially with myself. Letting go of artificial deadlines. Not everything needs to happen fast. Some things need time, confidence, skill, trust. healing. Targets for patience. Measuring progress monthly, not daily. Respecting my own rhythm. Allowing seasons of slow growth. You are not late. You are becoming. Aim 28. Courage to change my mind. Changing your mind is not weakness. It is intelligence in motion. In 2026, my aim is flexibility without confusion. Why change is healthy. People grow. Information changes. Life shifts. Holding on to outdated goals only for pride causes stagnation. Targets for flexibility. Updating goals when needed. Admitting when something no longer fits. Choosing truth over ego. Growth requires honesty. Aim 30. Presence in ordinary moments. Life is not only milestones, it is also conversations, walks, silence, routine. In 2026, my aim is presence. Practicing presence. Listening without preparing a reply. Eating without distractions. Walking without rushing. Presence turns ordinary moments into meaningful ones. Aim 30. Ending each day with self-respect. Not every day will be productive, but every day can end with dignity. Evening question I want to ask. Did I act with honesty today? Not perfection, not achievement, just honesty. A deep pause for the listener. Let me speak to you directly now. You don't need to remember all of this. You don't need to do all of this. Choose one aim, one target. That's enough to start. The final message for 2026. 2026 is not a test. It is an opportunity. An opportunity to slow down, choose intentionally, build gently, grow honestly. You don't need a new personality. You need alignment. Final closing monologue. If you listen to this at the start of the year, or the middle, or the end, remember this. You are allowed to reset at any time. Aims are not chains. Targets are not pressure. They are direction. Walk slowly if you need to. Rest when required. Continue when ready. That is how real change happens. Thank you. See you the next time.